Well, this is Auditorium. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into the Flash game known as Auditorium. This is a music-based puzzle game, which is a rare breed of game, and we're going to be playing it today. I don't know, it's one of the games in the book, 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die, so I'm expecting something reasonable here. Now, this game was originally released as a Flash game. It climbed the ranks. It was later ported to an iOS game, then a PS3 and PSP game. Sony really likes these sort of like arty, stylistic, kind of flow and soothe you with music kind of games. But isn't it like totally, like this game like legit climbed the ranks from like Flash to iOS to PS to PlayStation. It like went from like totally illegitimate, because I feel like Flash games are kind of looked down on as kind of like not real video games, and then mobile games are still not quite considered real video games, and then you get onto the PlayStation, it's like, all right, maybe you're legitimate. And there was a PC and Mac port of this game originally, or eventually. So anyway, this is Auditorium, the puzzle-based musical video game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. How do you even say this? Hajimashit. Okay, so the way this game works is music is represented as particles that fall from the heavens, and you have these little objects that you can go ahead and place that interfere with the particles, and basically you can cause the particles to sort of flow into different directions, and if you activate this thing, then music ensues, and then the game tells you to go ahead and click the left button, dummy, so that you can continue to play it. And that's basically it. So you can also, by the way, go ahead and you can make these bigger so that it's like more intense, and then you can sort of do this, and you can make this more intense too, and like really shoot it up. So you have both the placement and the intensity of your little spheres that you move around. There are unmovable obstacles eventually, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much this entire game. It's a very, very simple style of puzzle game. So we can go ahead and like max out the power and fire the music particles at high velocity into the sound canisters. I don't know what the backstory for this game is. So interestingly, I thought of this when I first took a look at this game. So I actually wasn't planning on playing this game today, but funnily enough, I saw this game. Okay, how are we gonna do this one actually? Oh, now we actually have to try and think here. So maybe we do this. So we want to pretty powerfully knock it. There we go. And then we really want to jam it down right into the throat of the music canister. Anyway, I wasn't planning on playing this one today, but honestly, okay, it's not as gamey as a normal game that we would play on this channel, but it did kind of catch my eyes interesting and intriguing. And one thing I instantly thought of when I saw this game is, how light is both a sound or is both a wave and a particle? Light is a wave and a particle. That's a thing in physics. If you don't know that, that is a thing. Well, this game kind of made me think about how... Wait, hold on. Let's do it. Okay, now we actually have to think about what we're doing here. But this game kind of made me think of the fact that... Okay, that kind of works? Hold on, we want more here. So we want this to more intensely go up. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work. But this game kind of made me think of the fact that they're representing sound as a particle here. But sound is actually a wave, right? Music is supposed to be a wave. Okay, this is totally not going to work. We have to rethink our whole strategy here. So in a weird way, this game is taking the properties of light and applying it to sound. And then it kind of made me think, whoa, could sound be considered a particle? Maybe this game is from the future and it knows something about the universe that we don't. It understands something about the way the world works that we just don't get. Possibly. Okay, I don't think this is going to work at all. I don't think we can pass through two of these things at a time. Okay, so we can get 2 of those. So what are we missing here? You know, I started making fun of this game, and then obviously now, of course, it's going to totally, like, show me up and show me that I don't know what's going on here. So... What could we possibly do here to make this work? If we do like this, then like this, like this. I don't know. I'm like struggling to find. Okay, how do we use these 3? How do we use these 3 to pass through all 3 of these? Hold on. I gotta think here for a second. Oh, what's happening here? Look, it's scattering. Okay, this seems to work for some reason. All right, I think I passed the level. I was just sort of messing around, and I kind of realized that if you like lower the intensity, it like scatters the musical particles into a larger region, and then you can solve stuff. Okay, so let's see here. So we kind of want things to go like down, and we want them, oops, no, not like that. And we want them to kind of go back, and then we want them to like go up at high. Oh no, that like shoots everything up. Maybe we could just like do it like this. Do it like this. Is that gonna work? Almost. We're almost there. Oh, it's like I can't get I can't get the top one and the bottom one at the same time. Hold on, maybe what if I go like this? Go, 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 go! Okay, that doesn't do anything. Huh. It's funny that I'm getting stumped in this game, like... Again, I was not expecting this. See if we can figure out a way to do this. Okay, so anytime I get it to fire upward at this one at the top, it totally, like, locks off the bottom. So, clearly, the pattern that I'm using right now is not going to work. But maybe... Okay, we definitely... Maybe we want it to go up first. And then we want to, like, shoot it downward and to the right? No, that's clearly not going to work, right? Like, this, we're not even getting any particles down to the bottom like that. Actually, maybe if we just give it, like, a little more, and a little more, and a little more of this, and a little more of that, and a little less of this. I can't do less of that. Maybe like this. Oh, things are kind of working. It's kind of working. It's a haphazard machine that sort of kind of works. I think we're so close. Yeah, we did it. Wow, I feel like I am not solving these puzzles the way you're supposed to be solving them, and things are just like barely working. But whatever, we're solving the puzzles. We're a musical Mozart genius. Oh, this is an easy one. Look at this. The level just kind of solves itself. Go ahead and click. All right, I will. Act 1 complete. Act 2, winter. Now we're going to be playing music in the winter, guys. And as anyone who plays music knows, now things get serious. Okay. What is happening here? Oh, whoa. Oh, we have to turn the music blue. Whoa, okay, new game mechanic. All right, so there's some mechanics in this game. Sometimes you got to have blue music, you know? So as I said, this game was originally for Flash, and then eventually it was for the PS3. It like climbed its way up. It became an iOS game, and then eventually like a PS3 game. And interestingly, on the PS3, this game supported stereoscopic 3D and the PlayStation Move controller, which, you know what, like, is kind of all you can do with this game. It's not like you can add in, like, I guess you could add in vibrations and stuff too if you really want. But, like, what else could you really do with this game? Not that much, really. We'll do this, and we'll do this. This kind of works. And, oh, and then I guess we need to do this, like this. Okay, it's kind of working. Need a little more. There we go. All right, you just gotta like line everything up so it's like just barely does. And look, we're like splitting particles here. This is interesting. We're like splitting particles in like multiple directions. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Look at the beautiful sound waves we created, guys. But yeah, what else could you really do with this game besides putting it in 3D, giving it motion controls? I mean, they announced an Xbox 360 version of this game at one point, and then they just kind of like never followed that up, apparently. So it's sort of like the developers just kind of like lost interest. They were like, yeah, we're going to make an Xbox 360. Forget it. You know, like that's like literally what happened with this game. They were just sort of like, we changed our mind. Forget it. Okay, this one actually looks kind of challenging. How the heck do we do this? So interestingly, there's like no music playing until you like start to like get some of these things to like go into their like various tubes. Okay, so we're going to need that, obviously. And then we need like this. We almost need like that. Okay, so none of the blue particles are hitting at all, so this is clearly not right. Maybe we can do like this. Okay, now some of the blue particles are hitting. So really the thing we're not hitting at all is here. Oh, and we're also not hitting the magenta anymore. Okay. I feel like in this, it's like a lot of just moving stuff around randomly till you just kind of like find that sweet spot. Okay, I think we kind of have almost all of them. Can we do anything here? Okay, that kind of gets that. Wait, I think we kind of have to do this. I think some of these blue particles have to like be shot downward. Or no, over here they have to be shot downward. Okay, let's start totally fresh here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to make sure we have particles, white particles going down there. So like that has to happen. But then once we're doing that, like how the heck do we get anything up here? So maybe this has to be the very end. So instead... Okay, so down has to be somewhere near the top. Because we can't be shooting stuff downward when it needs to go upward. Maybe something like this. This looks kind of promising. Oh! Did we do it? Okay, this one slowly is charging. Okay, we're going to leave everything as is. Okay, this one is slowly charging too. I think we got it. I think we got it. All right, there. We used our brain muscles and figured this one out. That, boy. They're actually a little trickier than they look. 2 of 5. I kind of feel like I don't know how many of these I can actually solve. They are kind of challenging. Every one, I'm like, oh god, they're getting more and more complicated. There's a lot of pressure here, guys. You don't understand. You guys don't know what it's like. People are going to totally judge me based on whether I can actually do this. There's so much less pressure playing video games when you're not playing it for a YouTube channel. I like playing games for you guys, but at the same time, it's kind of intimidating. Because it makes me feel like, oh god, everyone's going to be judging me on this one. And fair enough, because some of these games I do not do that great on. But it's all part of the process, right? Okay, that looked promising. Okay, we kind of get... Boom. Wait, we need a little bit more. Okay, we can charge these two, but then this one doesn't get charged. So we're going to have to figure out a solution to that. Meanwhile... Okay, I'm just going to like try and like casually solve this while we're talking and probably not making a lot of progress here. But yeah, anyway, I totally got distracted. They had announced an Xbox 360 version of this game, and then they totally like abandoned it, so I feel like the developers just kind of lost interest in this game. This game reminds me a lot of like Flower and stuff like that. Like that, you know, I said like Sony kind of likes these like really art housey games, and it's true. Like Sony likes Flower, and like, you know, they funded all these kind of like artsy kind of games for, you know what, we need this to like... There we go. Okay, but that just like sucks everything up at the end. There's no way to do this, eh? Yeah, it's like a very, very like kind of soothing, relaxing game. You know, it's not like a video game the way we would normally define a video game. So like, you know, I'm playing through this book, 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. And, you know, this I think would make the case for like... something that very basically counts as a video game, you know? Like, it's not a game in the, like, traditional sense of the word game. And it's one of those things where, like, I mean, it is a puzzle game, so maybe it counts as a game, but, like, it almost feels more like art than a game. And we've played games like this before, but, I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe I come off as, like, a game snob sometimes, but, like, honestly, if I were to create a book of 1,001 video games you must play before you die, I don't think I would include a single Flash game. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't think I would include a single Flash game. I just happen to think that, like, Flash games are not really like games in the same sense. Oh my god, did we just solve this thing? Oh my god, I think we just solved this thing. But Flash games are not games in the same sense that the games that we typically play on this channel are. I mean, I feel. I could be, again, maybe I'm being like a little bit of a game snob here, but they just don't quite feel the same. Oh, we're so close. Solve yourself. Solve yourself. Okay, are we charged? Are we charged? There we go. Somehow that worked. So I don't know, like maybe I'm being a little snobby here, but like, what do you guys think? Like, would any Flash or mobile games too? Like, I've long said that, like, there are some mobile games that are better than others, but I think the thing that separates Flash and mobile games from regular video games for me is, like, I will sit down and be like, I want to play Contra. I want to play Civilization. I want to play Doom. I want to play Diablo. I want to play, I don't know, Halo. You know, like, there are games that I want to play, but, oh, what does this do? I don't even understand what this does. It, like, interesting. Oh, it, like, sucks things towards it. Oh, it's like a black hole. Sweet. We have a gravity generator, guys. All right, this, it's not pretty, but it'll work, I think. There we go. So yeah, like, I go out of my way to play video games because I like games, but like very few games in my entire life have I ever been like, oh, this is a mobile game, and I definitely want to sit down and play it all afternoon. Like, I can actually think of like one or two games like that, but they're rare. And like, I don't think there's any Flash games really. Although, you know, like, again, it is true that stuff like Super Meat Boy and stuff did start as a Flash game. So it's sort of like, I mean, those games were Flash games, so, you know, maybe that's one case where, like, I'm just dead wrong here, and Flash games can be good games, but I don't know. Like, I think if I were to remake this book today, I don't think I would include a single Flash game. I don't think I would include a single one. Okay, this one is kind of tricky. Wait, I think I have an idea here. We gotta, like, do this, and then get these things like this. And I don't even know what to do here. I'm just going to create a big giant vortex of particles here, and hopefully it kind of like solves itself after a while. Okay, things it looks like we're like splitting the atom here, like we've created a new atomic weight here. Spring, yes, more power. We don't even need this thing. This thing like doesn't even need to be functioning. Okay, turn yourself off. Turn yourself off. There you go. Okay, we are successfully splitting the atom. But as far as, like, you know, solving a musical puzzle, we're definitely far away from the solution here. Okay, so we can get red easily, but how the heck are you supposed to get yellow? Huh. Maybe we do this? Oh, wait, this actually looks kind of promising here. Hold on. We'll do, like, this. We just gotta, like, angle it correctly. There we go. We're getting the odd yellow particle here. It's a little weaker. Wait, a little more. And then, like, a little more. Okay. Maybe we need, like, a little less power here. Okay, this is starting to come together. I can see it. I can slowly see it. Like, I wonder if this is like a metaphor for how like musicians and stuff think, you know? Like, is this what Beethoven saw when he went to sleep? He saw the world of Auditorium. They tried to make I can't remember what trivia I've said for this game yet already because I'm getting so distracted playing the levels, but they tried to make a sequel to this game, and they actually did a Kickstarter for it. They're going to make a game called Auditorium 2: Duet, and they didn't get enough money. They just didn't get enough money, and then they just like abandoned the project. But like honestly, couldn't you just make this game in your spare time? Like, again, not to sort of crap on Flash and mobile games and stuff, but like I'm looking at this game and it is very lovely to look at and it has some interesting puzzles and stuff, but it doesn't seem. Oh, and we beat the. Oh, this is a demo version. Oh, I guess we got to pay for the full version. Well, that's okay. But like, couldn't you make this game in your spare time? It seems simple enough that you don't need a Kickstarter to actually fund this game. You know, it's not even like you have to pay like sprite artists or something. I guess you pay musicians, but just get a buddy to do it, or like make up the game and then, you know, do like a pre-sale thing and then use the pre-sale money to pay a musician. Like, it's not that hard. I don't know. What do you need a Kickstarter for this game? I don't know. Again, maybe I'm being a game snob here, but we beat the entire game. We beat the entire game of Auditorium 2. Auditorium 2 is one of the games in the book 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to say about this game. It's interesting. It's one of those kind of, beautiful, soothe you with music kind of games. And like, there are games out there like Flower and stuff like that that are like this. But at the same time, it's sort of like, you know, would I ever recommend this to anyone? Like, other than like my mom on her iPhone, like, like who would sit around and play this? You know, like, it's one of those games that's sort of like, it's more of, this is totally a casual game. It's more of like an experience than a game. And it's something where you just sort of sit back, play a little, but like, you know, nobody's coming home on a Friday night, like getting some Dr. Pepper and some chips, and they're going to like relax and just play some Auditorium tonight, you know? Like, no, people don't do that. It's not a game like that. So I appreciate that the 1001 Games book is trying to mix it up and giving like, you know, different systems and even taking a look at Flash games and stuff. So they're trying to be very thorough. And they are finding, you know, like the most notable Flash games and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think we can say safely that when it comes to, you know, levels of games, Flash games tend to be on the bottom of the totem pole, and it's really hard. You know, gems are few and far between. And even a game like this is kind of like beautiful and interesting is, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't recommend this game to anyone, really. Again, it's not that it's a bad game, but it's just sort of like, it's very like meh, you know? It's like, I don't know. It's sort of like, I feel like Flash games and mobile games, they are games nominally, but they feel like chewing gum. You know, when you're really hungry and you want to play a video game because you're so hungry and you want to eat something, and somebody hands you a stick of gum and you chew it, you're kind of like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. But it very quickly loses its flavor. It becomes bland. It dries your mouth out, and then you spit it out, and you're still hungry. You know, so like, will this game scratch anyone's itch for playing a video game? I don't really think so. And so by that metric, I wouldn't recommend this as a game to anyone. It's interesting, but not a game. I mean, again, technically it's a game, but not something I'd recommend. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. What do you guys think of Auditorium here? Is it a game, first of all? And what do you think of like Flash games and mobile games generally? Like, do you agree with my assessment that they're basically the gum of the video game world? Or do you disagree and think that, no, actually there's some real gems in here? Or maybe I don't understand Auditorium and you actually really like it as a game? You know, whatever the case may be, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know. And whatever your thoughts are in this game, hopefully I have made today semi-entertaining. Hopefully I haven't ummed and awed my way through too many puzzles here, because I find puzzles hard to talk through while also trying to figure out. So if I was umming and awing a bit more than usual, that's basically why. But hopefully I've made today entertaining. If I have, don't forget to slap the like button, even though this is a Flash game. It does not indicate you like the game. Remember, when you click like, it indicates you like me. And guys, I really need validation badly. So if you could just validate me, it would be awesome. And that's pretty much it for today. I will be back in a couple days with another game of the book 1001 Games Just Play Before You Die. And until next time, my friends, you all take care of yourselves. Chew that gum, and peace. Normally, there's a little something after the video, but I don't know what you're expecting this time, but there's really absolutely nothing I could do with this game, so that's it.